If you've never owned goats before, you may not realize just how much personality they have. Check this out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rock and Sea Homestead. This is Marcy coming at you, and today we're talking about goats. And this was a video that had to be made today because tomorrow one of our baby goats is actually making his way to his forever home. Morgan, right here, this guy. He's gonna go off and be a herd sire somewhere, and I can pretty much guarantee you that the babies that he makes are going to be gorgeous just like he is. But we're not really here to talk about the baby goats so much as their mama goats. Because one of the things we learned through that being pregnant and giving birth and having babies is that these goats have personalities as different as the breeds and colors you find in goats. They're so distinctly different, and we thought that was very interesting and not really at all what we expected. So let me tell you a little bit about what we discovered. So let's talk about Maisie. Maisie is a first freshener. That means this is the first time that she's had kids. And she was actually also our goat that delivered her babies first. Not at all what we expected, but we learned a lot in the process of Maisie having her babies. It was also our first time going through baby goats and having baby goats with our mamas that we have here at the homestead. And Maisie, as it turns out, we've tagged her as the party mom. She's party mom because she takes great care of her kids. Clearly she loves them, but she's young and she still wants to get out and have fun. So every chance she could kind of escape and go run around for a little while, she took that opportunity. And she'd wander all the way down to the end of the property, nibble on this, that, and the other thing. She's happy to get out, but the great thing about her was she's always ready to get back in and feed her kids and take care of them. So she's been a great mom. She's pretty mellow for the most part. She's also very fiercely protective of them, perhaps more so than the others, I'm not sure, but she's been a really great mom, but she is dubbed here at the homestead party mom. So Maisie's two babies were born on a very stormy night. In fact, the day after they were born, we had some record rain, like flash flooding style rain, but we were having big storms the night that they were born. So we named them after a couple of our local meteorologists. So Mike Morgan, and Emily Sutton. So that's how they got their names, and these two guys have been awesome. And as we mentioned up front, Morgan's gonna go off and be a herd sire somewhere, and Sutton has been, he's been castrated, so he already polled, so no horns, and he's gonna go off and be someone's pet, along with several of our other goats who are going along with him too. So we're very excited that they both have great forever homes coming up, but ooh, I'm gonna miss these faces. So here we are in Spice's pen. We've got them kind of put up for the night, and we kind of keep them all in their own spaces to keep them safe and keep them with their mamas. So Spice was our second one to have babies, and this wasn't her first time. Spice has had babies 3 or 4 other times, I can't remember which, but she knew what she was doing. She's been a great mom, but we call her tired, hungry mom. Because this girl's got triplets, and these triplets are a handful. They ride her like she is a horse, and they stand in her food. They're constantly trying to get fed. And poor Spice, she's just a little bit older, so she's just tired and hungry most of the time. So she's tired, hungry mom. There you go, perfect example. They constantly ride her like she is their personal horse and personal transportation. Plus, these triplets never stop going. If the camera jiggles around, it's because Cosmo's attacking the camera guy. So Spice has been super chill. She's super low key. She doesn't let much faze her. She's definitely tired of these kids a lot of the time. So when it's time to get out of the pen, she's ready to get out of the pen. Have a little break from these rambunctious little triplets. But she's been a good mom. She's really trying to wean them a little bit now, which is good. They're kind of getting to that age, but she's chill, kind of relaxed, but tired and hungry most of the time. How did you, baby girl? Yeah. And then, of course, we got her 3 babies. We've got Nutmeg, Pepper, and Cosmo. Nutmeg is the one goat that we're actually going to keep here on the homestead. She's going to be another one of our mama goats someday. Pepper and Cosmo are going to join Sutton, and they're going to get to go out to a nice big homestead and just be pets. So that's pretty awesome. So we had Cosmo disbudded and castrated, and Pepper was disbudded because with being pets and being out on a homestead with around other people and kids and stuff, it's just a safer way to be. So these guys are going to get to stick together and go out and just be pets and have an awesome life together. And we're very excited about that. They'll be leaving the homestead at the end of the month. And last but not least, Carmel. She was our last one to actually have babies, and by far the most dramatic goat of the crowd. The day before she had her babies, she put up the biggest fuss I have ever heard from a goat. She was making nonstop noise, pacing around. She could not be comfortable, and she was so loud. We were pretty sure that probably meant that she was imminently going to have her babies, and that was the case because early in the wee hours of the next morning, 3 a.m. somewhere in there, she did have her babies. So Carmel is affectionately dubbed the Drama Queen Mama, Drama Mama. And you can see she also gets ridden periodically by her babies. She's just not as white as Spicy, so it's a little bit harder for her babies. But Carmel is a helicopter mom, besides being a drama queen. So at the beginning, she was constantly up in their business, trying to move them around and manipulate them. She's very protective of them, which is really awesome. She feeds them really well. She's super duper patient, but she likes the drama. So the first few times we put her babies with the other babies to kind of play, she stood outside the fence and made the biggest fuss. She would not leave that fence line where her babies were at. She just wanted to be near them, and I think that's kind of cool. So drama helicopter mom is Carmel. And then of course we've got her two babies. This is Rocky, and he is huge. He is a big boy. He and his sister are the youngest, but he's almost as big as the ones that are the oldest. So that's Rocky Road. And then we have Butterscotch over there, but she is affectionately known as Little Bit because she was so teeny tiny when she was first born. So but she's also grown by leaps and bounds. So these two are also going to go with Sutton, Pepper, and Cosmo to go live out on a homestead and just be pets. So Little Bit was disbudded. Rocky's polled, so I think he's good, but he was castrated. So they'll all just go out and be pets at that homestead. And I think that's pretty awesome. I'm very excited about that because that makes my heart feel good that they're going to be together. I realize maybe they don't care, but I care. So it matters to me, and I think it's pretty awesome. And I'm excited that they're all going to have an awesome life together and get to hang out and be buddies forever and ever. And I love that about them. And last but not least, we have Marty here. We call him Uncle Marty, or as Lance and Megan like to affectionately refer to him as Chunkle Marty, because they think he's a little chunky. I think he's just fluffy. He's not chunky, this is fluffy. But anyways, Chunkle Marty has actually been pretty good, and we weren't sure how that was going to go with him. He has the potential to be a little bit ornery, but he's been actually pretty cautious with the babies. He makes his presence known, and if they're irritating him, he lets them know. But he hasn't really done anything that I would think looks dangerous or overly concerning, because goats are going to be goats. So Chunkle Marty's been a good boy, but I think he's ready to start kind of getting back to normal and having his other goats around him all the time. I know he misses them and really enjoys when they're out in the yard. He and Maisie ran around and played for the longest time a couple weeks ago, and made me remember just how social goats are and how much they really love being around each other. And I think that's pretty awesome, and one of the reasons why I love these guys so much. So that's our quick little update on all of our goats. Again, like I said, Morgan's last night on the homestead's tonight, and all the rest of them will be with us through the end of May, and they'll be heading off to their new homes at the very beginning of June. And then we'll be just left with our regular crew, plus Nutmeg. She gets to stay around, and she's gonna become one of our permanent does, and hopefully a mama and a milk giver later on in her life too. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching our video all the way through to the end. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't checked us out on social media, we're on Facebook and Instagram. We'll put the links down below. We post little videos and pictures throughout the week to kind of give you an update on what we're doing out here at the homestead. Got a lot more gardening videos coming up. Got some chick videos coming up because our little baby chicks are getting big. So if you haven't already subscribed, that's a great time to do that. Click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you know the next time we put up a video. So again, thanks so much for coming back and watching our video. We really do appreciate you. And from our homestead to all of you, have a blessed day. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.